I'm talking with Jack Montgomery. Jack lives in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Why don't you give me your home address, Jack, for matter of record?
I live at 950 South 32nd Street in Muskogee.
Uh, Jack, you joined the National Guard prior to World War II. Could you tell me how you happened to go into the Oklahoma National Guard?
I enrolled in Bacone Junior College in September 1936. In order to get a little money, like most people at that time, I joined the National Guard. However, it was about November of that year before there was an opening. And I enlisted in the Guard, Company I, 108th Infantry, in November of 1936.
You went on active duty with them, and when were you commissioned, Jack?
I went on active duty with them in September 1940, but I wasn't commissioned until September 1943 in Sicily.
Was yours a battlefield commission?
Yes, it was.
You received the Congressional Medal of Honor, I believe, for action in Anzio. Is that correct? Why don't you tell us a little bit about the situation surrounding this action?
Well, it was on the 22nd day of February of 1944 that we had been attacked by the Krauts kind of sporadically, and we had beaten them off, and then I thought the situation had quietened down, so I'd gone to sleep. And the next morning when I woke up, I found that they were about, maybe 50 yards in front of us. I felt it was my fault that I'd gotten there, so I thought it was my obligation to get them out.
And how did you go about it?
Well, first I had my platoon lay down a base of fire, and I took a rifle with some grenades and started after them. In doing so, I think I killed about 11 or 12 of them and captured 25 or 30. I don't know just how many it was.
What do you feel was the hardest action of the 45th during your period over there? Which do you feel it was Anzio, or do you feel it was one of the others?
Personally, I think that coming up through the mountains in the snow in the wintertime, and when I was on Anzio, it was relatively quiet except for certain areas would get these attacks. After they broke out of Anzio, and I wasn't with them anymore, I understand they had some real hard times.
I see. How did you find the enemy as a fighter in this area?
Well, he was well trained. He was disciplined, but he didn't have the individual initiative as the American soldier did. As long as the German had a leader, he was real good. When he lost his leader, he was rather at a loss of what to do, whereas the American soldier, someone would always take charge.
Thank you very much. This was Jack Montgomery. We have one more question of Jack Montgomery. Could you tell us why you were no longer with the outfit?
Well, in the action that I was awarded the Medal of Honor, I was wounded, and as a result of those wounds, I left combat. In fact, I left the European theater and came home on a hospital ship. From that time on, I was in a training unit back in the States.
I see. Thank you very much, Jack Montgomery.